So I would like to transition over to the next speaker, Mark Shervington, who is a member of the RAPP campaign. So he can speak to his own experience with CoreCraft and also the work that RAPP is doing around decarceration.
Yes, good morning. Thank you to CUNY for Abolition Safety and the audience as well for having me. My name is Mark. I am a New York City organizer with the Release Aging People in Prison campaign, better known as the RAPP campaign, and formerly incarcerated as well. During my prison sojourn, one of the first things that I was introduced to was the forced labor concept, where you're basically either dragooned or conscripted, basically told what you're going to do. And in many instances, when you first arrive at a particular prison, the first thing they do is put you in CoreCraft. At Greenhaven, I worked in the CoreCraft furniture assembly plant. And at Clinton, I worked for the CoreCraft part where they basically make and make the prison uniforms, right? In each case, it was forced, right? I wasn't asked, what would you like to learn? What type of skills do you have? I was told, this is what you're going to do. And I was also, I also had the traumatic experience of being denied parole several times, despite the fact, for example, that while working at the CoreCraft furniture assembly, they gave me like a little mini plaque for like being like, a good furniture assembler. It meant absolutely nothing when I went to the parole board. The only reason you are compelled to work in CoreCraft plants is because they want you to, and they need bodies. They need the labor. It has nothing to do with an individual's efforts at redemption or rehumanizing themselves to prepare, to return back to society. It was basically for the system's benefit. Another thing is that, throughout the pandemic, and the racist machinations of the state prison system, RAPP has sought to get like relief for those incarcerated in various ways, including massive clemency campaign. And we have come up with two solutions that we think would reduce the prison population, as well as reverse the centuries or decades of white supremacy as applied to the parole situation, which, for example, has been documented by major publications like the New York Times Parole Act and the Fair and Timely Parole Act. In the first case, the Elder Parole Act allows people aged 55 or older who have already served at least 15 or more years, and sadly in some cases, an opportunity to be considered for parole release. No matter what labor you perform during someone's incarceration, it is never considered a factor in terms of like you having like work skills or anything like that, or even given consideration in when it comes to parole, right? The group that would be most impacted by elder parole includes some of the state's oldest and sickest incarcerated people. Our other solution to these problems is the Fair and Timely Parole Act that allows for a more meaningful parole review process for those who are already parole eligible, ensuring that they are evaluated for who they are today, including their rehabilitation, personal transformation, and whether an individual represents a current risk of violating the law. These are all interconnected issues. That the same knee, for example, that pressed the life out of George Floyd is the same knee on the neck of the rest of us that is causing people to remain incarcerated for extended periods of times with no opportunity for parole. We think our bills are a solution to this crisis. I'd like to thank again CUNY for Abolition Safety for having me, and relinquish my time.